Need $1 trillion, the first chip maker to achieve that level.
Nvidia was part of an elite club of U.S. companies worth $1 trillion.
Thanks to AI, chipmaker Nvidia broke into the elite club of companies like Apple and Microsoft that have a $1 trillion market cap. Nvidia chips power generative AI like OpenAI's ChatGPT by being able to do lots of complex computation simultaneously. How the chip company became the biggest winners of the AI boom. Let's analyze. Nvidia's transformation from a video game accelerator to an industrial artificial intelligence and metadata enabler didn't happen overnight. When Nvidia reported strong results for the 3 months of April 30, 2023, and predicted its sales could rise 50% in the next fiscal quarter, its stock value jumped, making it an exclusive trillion-dollar club alongside famous tech giants Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, and Microsoft. The once small chipmaker, now a darling of Wall Street, is becoming a household name. No company embodies Wall Street's current obsession with AI better than Nvidia. It has become the world's largest maker of specialized chips needed to power a new generation of AI products, surpassing Advanced Micro Device Incorporated and Intel Corp. Big tech companies have turned to AI in hopes the technology will attract demand. The resulting AI-powered computers run on powerful chips called graphics processing units, 80% of which are made by Nvidia. Nvidia, led by CEO Jensen Huang, has moved into the data center market in recent years as a powerhouse in video game chips. The company's business grew rapidly during the pandemic as gaming grew, cloud adoption exploded, and crypto enthusiasts turned to its chips to mine coins. Huang's bet on AI is expected to fuel growth in the coming months. Nvidia shares have surged about 25% recently, leading a rally in AI-related stocks and boosting other chip makers. That helped the Philadelphia SE Semiconductor Index close to its highest level in more than a year. Technical investors and AI fever have pushed Nvidia to a $1 trillion market cap. And it's not cheap, said Jim Kellner, as analyst at Argus Research. The stock's value has tripled in less than 8 months, reflecting renewed interest in artificial intelligence following rapid advance in the field of AI that can create and engage in conversations, stories that resemble humans and create anything from jokes to poetry. Nvidia has surged about 200%, outpacing any other member of the S&P 500 index. Nvidia was co-founded in 1993 by Huang. It has proven to be more successful than its peers in developing chips that turn computer code into a lifelike image that computer gamers love, and has weathered a wave of consolidation that caused the competitors to acquire, go bankrupt, or merge into larger companies. Its founders realized that creating 3D graphics in video games, then a rapidly growing market, placed repetitive math-intensive demand on PC central processing units. They realized that these calculations could be performed faster in parallel by a specialized chip rather than in series by a CPU, an idea that led to the creation of the first Nvidia GeForce graphics card. For years, graphics were the lifeblood of Nvidia's business. Even 30 years later, sales of gaming graphic cards, including the GeForce line, still make them the largest supplier of discrete graphics cards in the world. Over the years, other applications of the parallel processing capabilities of Nvidia's graphics processing units have emerged, solving problems with matrix arithmetic, structure similar to the graph model. Then, in 2006, Nvidia introduced a new GPU architecture, CUDA, which could be programmed directly to speed up mathematical processing, thereby simplifying its use in computing. One of the first applications of CUDA was in oil and gas exploration, processing mountains of data from geological surveys. The market for using GPUs as general-purpose processors really opened up in 2009, when OpenGL publisher Kronos Group released an open compute language. Soon, hypersealers like AWS added GPUs to some of their compute instances, making GPU capacity scalable on demand and lowering the barrier to entry for workloads, intensive computing for business worldwide. Under Huang, the company then introduced its technology to new markets, such as data center servers and artificial intelligence processing, a move that has now proven prescient. Guess, in less than a decade, Nvidia's data center business has grown from $300 million to an annual revenue to $15 billion. The chipmaker won orders to equip giant computer factories by successfully arguing that graphics chips could handle AI workloads better than standard processors. But the current boom comes as big tech companies and startups are vying to buy the company's graphics processor or GPU chips for an entirely different reason. These chips are well suited to process the massive amounts of data needed to train advanced artificial intelligence programs, like Google's Palm 2 or OpenAI's GPT-4. Nvidia has seen steady growth in its AI-focused business over the past few years, but the explosion of interest and investment in the sector over the past 6 months has boosted its business. Nvidia chips have grown beyond video game to power enterprise AI models, industrial supercars, and self-driving cars. The company is now looking to capture the opportunity of synthetic AI in the cloud. OpenAI GPT-4 is said to have more than 1 trillion parameters. Nvidia was an early supporter of OpenAI, even creating a special compute module based on the H100 processor to speed up the training of large language models the company is developing. Another unexpected source of demand for the company's chips is cryptocurrency mining, where calculations can be performed faster and more power efficiently on GPUs than on CPUs. Demand for GPUs for cryptocurrency mining meant graphics cards were in short supply for years, leaving GPU manufacturers like Nvidia like picket retailers during the California gold rush. While Nvidia's first chips were used to enhance 3D gaming, the manufacturing industry's interest in 3D simulation also grew deeper. In addition to the core OpenGL and OpenCL rendering and acceleration code libraries, Nvidia has developed a software platform called Omniverse, an industry-ready metadata used to create and visualize digital replicas, digitalization of products, or even entire production lines in real time. The resulting images can be used for marketing purposes or to collaborate on new designs and manufacturing processes. On the hardware side, it continues to sell GPUs for PCs and certain consoles, provides computer accelerators to server, hyperscale, and supercomputer manufacturers, and produces chips for self-driving cars. It's also active in the services sector, operating its own cloud infrastructure for pharmaceutical, manufacturing, and other companies. This is a software company that is developing generic code libraries that anyone can use to accelerate computation on Nvidia hardware, as well as more specific tools like the cuLitho package for optimization lithography step in semiconductor manufacturing. However, interest in the latest AI tools like ChatGPT developed on Nvidia's hardware, among others, is creating a new wave of demand for Nvidia hardware and driving the company forward. In recent months, the company has also partnered with software companies including Adobe, Snowflake, ServiceNow, Hugging Face, and VMware to ensure that AI elements of their enterprise software are optimized for their chips. Thanks to our scale and speed, we can manage this highly complex stack of software and hardware, networking and computing across all usage models, said CEO Jensen Huang. Nvidia is also introducing AI Foundations, a cloud-based synthetic AI service, as a one-stop shop for companies that may lack the resources to build, tune, and run custom LLMs trained on data, their own data to perform tasks specific to their field. The move announced in March could be a wise one, given the growing corporate interest in innovative AI, and it puts the company in direct competition with incumbents. Hyperscale also relies on Nvidia chips. Nvidia AI Foundation model includes NeMo, a cloud-native enterprise framework, Picasso, an AI capable of creating images, videos, and 3D applications, and BioNeMo, which specializes in dealing with molecular structures, making generative AI particularly attractive in speeding up the drug development process, where bringing new drug to market can take up to 15 years. Nvidia claims its hardware, software, and services can reduce early-stage drug discovery time from months to weeks. Amgen and AstraZeneca are among the pharmaceutical companies experimenting in this area, and the U.S. pharmaceutical companies alone spend more than $100 billion a year on R&D, more than 3 times Nvidia's revenue, potentially. The potential for price increases is very clear. Nvidia's success makes investors even more pessimistic about Intel, the Silicon Valley pioneer and the company most associated with the computer chips. While many chip makers saw their shares rise after Nvidia's blockbuster result last week, Intel actually fell. Nvidia's valuation is currently 8 times higher than Intel's, even though the company has much lower revenue. It's becoming common for tech companies to talk about the prospects of artificial intelligence on earnings conference calls. Mentions of AI skyrocketed after ChatGPT launched and did not always cause a recovery in the stock market. But Nvidia has now become the model of a company that actually makes money through AI. It's got a pickaxe and shovel seller, similar to the gold rush. So what are your views on Nvidia's success strategies? Comment your opinions. Do like and subscribe for more.